Gentleman 009 at Delta 27, we are ready.
10.
Gentleman 009 Delta 27, your service approved 121.8.
First Europe and then the globe will be connected through flight, and nations so knit together that they will grow out to be next door neighbors. This conquest of the air will prove ultimately to be man's greatest and most glorious victory. What railways have done for nations, airways will do for the world. As men started to realize the potential in airplanes and what they are capable of accomplishing, more and more airplanes started to fill the airspace. To ensure the safe operation of these flying machines around the world, a unifying regulatory body was required. For this purpose, a convention on international civil aviation was done at Chicago on the 7th day of December 1944. A total of 96 articles on air navigation, international standards and recommended practices, finance, airport facilities, and various other aeronautical agreements and arrangements were made so that the international civil aviation may be developed in a safe and orderly manner, and that international air transport services may be established on the basis of equal opportunity for all contracting states and operated soundly and economically. As of 2019, there are 193 signatories to ICAO who regulates air transport over their airspace. This excludes military operation and aircrafts and only applies to civil aircraft, which is mentioned in Article 3. Article 89 further elaborates this point, which says that in case of national emergency or war, the provision of this convention shall not affect the freedom of action of any of the contracting states affected, whether as hostile or as neutrals. In addition to these 96 articles, which briefly defines the rule and regulation for commercial air transport, there are a total of 19 annexes which are more detailed in nature. They are constantly amended and updated, and if required, an entirely new annex can be introduced. The last annex of safety management being introduced in 2013. According to Article 90, an update of the annex may require the vote of 2/3 of the Council in a meeting called for that purpose, and shall then be submitted by the Council to each contracting state. Any such annex or any amendment of an annex shall become effective within 3 months after its submission to the contracting state. Every contracting state must have a department to make sure the rules and regulations of ICAO are observed in the country. After the independence of Pakistan, the Civil Aviation Department, or CAD, working under Ministry of Defense, used to regulate air transport over Pakistani airspace. The President of Pakistan on 4th December 1982 passed the Pakistan Civil Aviation Authority Ordinance, which instructed to form an authority for regulating air transport services in Pakistan. After 3 days of this ordinance on 7th December 1982, the Pakistan Civil Aviation Authority was formulated. The day of 7th December has significance as it coincides with the creation of ICAO in 1944 as a result of the famous Chicago Convention. Incidentally, the United Nations have declared 7th December as the International Civil Aviation Day and celebrated as such every year all over the world. Thanks to everyone who helped me in this video by their direction, and also the people whose photos and videos I have used for illustration. If you like the content of this video, do share your feedback with me. Remember that a good pilot, engineer, or anybody in the aviation industry is always learning. Thanks for watching.